What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Face Acne, coming at it again with more of this stuff, only a day after the last one, I believe, which is remarkable because normally I wait a week, out of laziness, usually. Also, side note, Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki, Monika. Not Monika, Monika. I'm still gonna call her Monika, because fuck you, that's why. So, right here, truthfully, I don't want to play this right now because I can't handle it. Why is there no music? Okay. 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 Here we go. Deep breaths. You two at home. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably believe... Whoa, shit, sorry, there's a demon in my stomach. I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited to be for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Why is there no music? That's scaring me. Face ache! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They might be the one she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. Okay, yeah, that sounds on. It's just no music. Oh. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. Tell me, you think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her face ache. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kinda left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monika, do you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I'd stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me seem like a bad guy here. But but I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monika is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. This one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Face ache? What's wrong? Uh, nothing. Nothing? Nothing? You're just gonna say nothing? This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal, at least a way for her, help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She's really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? Isn't that like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sit. Oh, shit. Oh. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of her relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. Someone's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 What? Oh shit. Uh, um... Okay. Hold on. that was me getting up to turn on my light. Because I'm genuinely terrified. I can't handle horror games. I didn't know this was gonna be scary. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to her. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kinda works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and frequently I would get more tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Gababa catch up to me. It's an ordinary day of school, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average... Fuck off? On the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and before it's over, and I know it, after I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Faceache? Monika? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... what did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard for us to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, Faceache, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I wouldn't ask you to join, but if you could at very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I'll check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Faceache, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. Oh, I remember that. Keep going. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. I've already read this, haven't I? Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. No, I remember that specifically for some reason. That's normally Sayori. I'm back! And I brought a new guest with me. Huh? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Faceake. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Faceake in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I forget about that, but it just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Faceake? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. That's usually Sayori. Oh no. I don't like this game anymore. That's normally Sayori. Almost every one of Sayori's lines at the start is now filled with Monika. Monika, yes, Monika. That... Why Monika? Why Monika? Why did it restart? Why didn't I... Why Monika? Oh, I didn't read that, I'm sorry. But we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Ooh. I'm getting the chills. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must really have worked hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Oh! I can't go back anymore. You can't go back anymore. Oh my god. The choice I made to not adhere to her confession, it was either probably keep her alive or kill her. And I chose the selfish one. Oh. You see, I'm gonna tell you guys this now. I edited the last one. As in, the last one, I chose the one where I stay with Sayori, but it just felt bad when I did it. So I just, like, I don't know, I did it and it just felt bad. Like, it just wasn't the right choice. Like, I'd be leaving Yuri and something would have happened to Yuri. So I don't know, I went back in my save and hoped things would be okay if I just did the other one. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Huh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, face it, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Did she ask me this before? I can't remember. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head. Yeah, I've done this before. I had to have. I remember this. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Is that like foreshadowing to the future? Did it say that before? Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer could so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Did you just move awkwardly, or did that open? Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, and if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Its truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You might be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set example for Natsuki to feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea! How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Monika. I should start saying it right. I wanted to call it Monika just so I could piss whoever actually cares enough off. But I don't know, Monika sounds nice. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in each other. That's right! Sayori was the one who motivated us to do that. Oh, I can't. My heart. I already teared up. A little cried. A little. Oh, that ending to the... It's engraved in my head now. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Don't you agree as well, Faceache? Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, Sayori, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Faceache. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Oh my goodness, really? You really mean that, Faceache? Yeah, it could be fun, right? It did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left us after all this, I would be super pissed. Faceache, I'm so happy. We could all become an official club now. Thank you so much for this, you're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we all can share. Monika looks over at me once more. Faceache, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart from the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most out of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yeah. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes the emergency row. Okay. Are we going for Yuri? Or Natsuki? Where's Monika? Where is she? We'll go with Yuri. I like Yuri. Yuri's nice. Intellectual, extraordinary, that's her. Anxiety. Tragedy. She likes romance. You like romance, don't you? Crimson. Judgment. Oh my god. They're like sad, and I swear I just saw one that said jump. Disarray. Disorientated. Whatever that is. After image. Combination. Existence. Trophy. I remember that when I hit depression on, like, I looked at it and I'm like, this seems like one. Sayori jumped up. Am I really that blind? I down. Oh, I'm again, face ache. And right there, we're gonna end off. I want to say I'll play this again. Okay, I'm probably going to play this again. I'll give you guys a probably. I might need some time. But every time I play this now, I'm going to remember what I've seen today. And I'm getting the chills hardcore. This is a good game. I just want to throw that out there. I think this game is amazing. That's... Yeah, I'll try. I'm really bad with horror. I'm really, really bad with horror. As in, I might... If something gets scary... So far, I've already looked at my keyboard and just completely ignored the screen, except with my peripheral, which I know it was on the screen, but I was looking at my keyboard down, because I can't look at the screen when something scary's on. I legit pulled up, I grabbed my headphones and lifted them a little, because I can't handle it. If there's jump scares, I'm gonna lose my mind. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, you psychopath, neat. And maybe I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Peace. Oh god.